What's up, y'all? This your girl Jay Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This afternoon, we have a brother on the phone by the name of Sincere Allah, and he is a writer. We're gonna talk to him about that and just see where he at. I think he got some good things that he can share with the space. So we're gonna see what's up with him. All right, welcome. How you doing, bro?
All right, I'm doing well.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad that you're able to swing through. It's been some time in the making, but I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad as well.
All
Glad
right.
to meet your acquaintance.
All right, for sure. So we're gonna jump right into it. Tell the people a little
So,
bit about yourself and where you from.
well, my name, as the sister said, is Sincere Allah. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. Currently incarcerated down here in Virginia in Buckingham Correctional Facility. Been incarcerated now for close to 30 years, 28 years to be exact. Um, Serving a pretty lengthy sentence. I ain't gonna get too much into the details, but because phone time or whatever. But I really set out to reach out to talk to people within earshot to let them know, you know what I'm saying, about this incarceration and what goes on in these prisons and how I feel about the separation between those of us that's confined in society.
Right. Okay. That's really important too. I've heard some things about not just all over the place, but about Virginia specifically. So it's good to definitely be able to get some more insight on that. I was going to ask you, 28 years is a long time. What has been some of the things that's kept you motivated day for day?
Well, for one, you know what I'm saying, I love life. And, at one point, I was a reckless individual, didn't really understand a whole lot from the way that I grew up in the streets and things of that nature. But now, being in here and seeing the things that I've been exposed to really changed my perspective on myself and people in general. And it breaks my heart every day that I'm in here to see how people are slowly degenerating and deteriorating. I've even seen people just pass, their life just passed right in front of me. So, all of that combined together just changed me.
Yeah, I can imagine so. So,
Yeah.
I know you said you want to talk about just some of the things that's going on, so please feel free to give us some insight on the things that you know.
Well, a lot of the things that I want people to know is that, we still human beings here. And it seems like nowadays most people in society have written us off, counted us out, and have this perspective of us as being incorrigible and not capable of turning our lives around and contributing, when that's totally false. There are a lot of good brothers in here, who are making major contributions to society and don't even get recognized for that. Guys got nonprofit organizations that help the homeless, the youth, the struggling youth out there, even our black sisters, our women in general. You know what I'm saying? So, it's because of the disconnect that people don't get to even hear these guys' stories or even get to know the person because of, in my opinion, because of the narrative that's written around us. So, that's a hell of a stereotype to try to overcome, but we do our best.
For sure. Let me ask you about, just Virginia itself. How is the relations between the guards and those that are housed where you are?
Wow, that's a great question. Honestly, the relationships in here with between us and them is the people that work here, first and foremost, they're young. I've been incarcerated longer than a lot of them before most of them were even born.
Mm-hmm.
So, that generational gap is so wide that it's difficult to try to relate, or for them to try to relate to me or me try to relate to them. And what's being embedded in their heads is a narrative of us that just like keeps us separated. So It's kind of hard, but it can be done. It's doable.
Yeah. Do they have like different types of programs there that helps to like rehabilitate or like any type of school or anything? Like how's that?
Well, they do, and most of the programs that they do have in here are created by us,
Okay.
for us.
Got
Yeah.
it.
So, we have a thing called Second Chance Quest, created by, my fellow comrades in here. That, of course, these people take the credit for. Don't give us any credit for anything. As far as school and other programs, they have some, but guys utilize those things for the most part to go socialize and to try to, share ideas on how can we make better improvements in prison while we're here.
Okay. I understand. So tell us more about the organization that you created.
Yeah, me and a buddy of mine have a nonprofit organization that's geared towards juvenile prevention, helping the youth prevent them from coming to prison,
Mm-hmm.
and teaching them entrepreneurial skills on how to be their own bosses, and just involve themselves in their own ideas and believe in themselves. And we also have another company called You're Worth the Fight, and what that does is, that helps those of us that are incarcerated file clemencies and pardons.
Okay.
So, try to help others get out of here. Whoever is incarcerated, try to help them get out of here.
Those are two amazing things, you know what I mean? Like you helping on the front side and on the inside. So what made you want to create that? Like how did you know, or I know how you know, but like why did you know? Like what made you want to do it? You know what I mean? Like propelled you to do it besides just knowing it needs to be done.
Well, because of the stereotypes. Like I said, that is one of the things, one of the struggles that we as prisoners have to fight against every day, and that we continue to fight against every day is stereotypes. So what I set out to do is to try to create this umbrella of guys that are doing nonprofit, have their own businesses, feeding the youth and families out there, taking care of the homeless. I try to bring us together under this umbrella and present it to society so that they can see, like, you got guys in there that can contribute to society. Why are they just languishing in prison?
Mm-hmm.
You got guys in here doing, like, unimaginable time, 30, 40 years. That's like a general conversation to us in here. When back then, that's like, wow, 25 years, wow.
Right.
So for us in here, it's like, man, I'm going on my 35th year or whatever, so it's crazy. That's what motivates.
And that's heavy, bro. For real. So I wanna it is heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah, it's very. So I'm very appreciative of a sister like you providing this platform for real. You just don't know, the help that you're doing and the justice that you're giving to brothers in here by having this platform. So I'm grateful to Allah for that.
Thank you. Yeah, we definitely gotta, we all we got. So we gotta make sure that we take care of each other. When we created this, it was purposeful,
Right.
you know what I mean, with a pure heart and clean intention. So I hope that it helps a lot of people. It's everybody that it can, you know what I mean?
It is.
So let me ask you, bro, about, you say you are a writer. So tell us about some of the type of things that you write.
Well, right now I'm working on a comic book for the youth that deals with a lot of the social issues that young children and teens are dealing with out there in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But I have also a clothing line that go with it, dirty gear. You know what I'm saying, that I'm structuring right now. I'm still in the process working out some things, but that's another project I'm working on to try to get out there to the youth and empower them to believe in themselves.
Right.
And to have a vision to look for. You know what I mean? So, I'm all about bringing awareness to people. So most of my writings is geared toward awareness of the issues that are being ignored.
I got you.
And the people that are being overlooked. So that's where I'm at with it. And more so for the women too.
All right, expand on that.
On the women?
Yeah, expand what you mean by that.
Well, what I mean by that is, like I said, I've been in here. So me being able to engage with a woman and have just a meaningful conversation without any ulterior motives or things of that nature, that's kind of void in here. We get female officers that come through and they got attitudes from here to hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I try to, peel back some of the layers and let them know, look, don't view me as a prisoner or a job, because that's all we are in here. We're something to do. They don't view us as a human
like
being,
the human past, right? The human aspect.
Right.
Like that dehumanizing process. You're right, and it's not just the guards, limited to guards. It's it's a lot of people out here in the free world that unfortunately do the same thing, which is why they can sit idly by when things are happening within those walls that aren't right. It's like they separate and dehumanize. So I definitely can understand, and it's even worse when people that are in charge and work there are that way, because that's how you end up with the inhumane conditions and psychological warfare and all of that kind of stuff. So I pick up what you're putting down, bro, for sure. So what are some of the things that you are you trying to get anything published? Like what's that? What you trying to do with them?
Yeah, I'm definitely working on a book. I've been working on it for, a few years now, almost completing it.
Okay.
It's called, the name of it is The Other Side of Love. And, it's a pretty heavy story. It's personal in some regards, but for the most part, anybody that read it that's been in a relationship or that has known somebody that's been in a relationship, is things in there you could take away from it. So, like I said, it's called The Other Side of Love.
Okay, we're going to have to keep our eyes open for that. I know our time is dwindling down, bro, so I want to give you an opportunity, a few things before we go. Are there any gems that you want to drop on the listeners? It can be anything.
Well, yeah, most definitely. The gem I have for you, excuses are tools used to build temples of nothing. Either you get involved or you get lost. You know what I mean? So I would advise people to get more involved and stop believing the hype about things. Prisoners and what they say about us is not true. And the only way you'll know that is if you get involved. So with that being said, that's my jewel for right now.
Okay. How can the people get in touch with you if they want to reach out?
Well, through Jpay. Okay. That's the only avenue I have at this moment. Or you can go on Your Worth to Fight and look me up on there.
All right, I'm gonna make sure I put your Jpay information too, bro. And put it up so they can
I appreciate you, sister. I definitely appreciate you, man. I love your spirit, your energy, and what you're doing. And I pray you much success in what you're doing.
Much appreciated. You are appreciated.
Thank you.